Hello, everybody, and good evening. I'm meteorologist Hutch Johnson. Thanks for joining me. And I got to tell you, we do have a dropping of the fog advisory, but still some rough and tumble travel conditions and a look ahead at your weather beginning right now.
Now, a Hutch's weather update with Chief Meteorologist Hutch Johnson, brought to you by Robert Gibb and Sons.
Here's what you need to know in this fast update. We had a snow system work its way through parts of Wyoming that got pounded with some significant snow. More on that in a second. Snow showers now moving into southern parts of Nebraska, right into parts of Iowa right now. And that system is working its way across with heavy rains along the I-70 corridor from Kansas City through St. Louis. For us, we're on the north side of that system. There were impacts in southwesternmost parts of North Dakota, the Black Hills into Montana, and Wyoming, as mentioned earlier. For us, it was another foggy and gray day across the valley. And for that, let's take a quick look at our road conditions as we flip the page into North Dakota. One thing to keep in mind is that the green roads are seasonal, not necessarily perfect. So keep that in mind. There are some yellows showing up in southwestern North Dakota. There was some snow that fell. Icy roads are the rule there. We do have some areas of ice along I-29 near Grand Forks, as well as Highway 2 out towards Emerado as well. And here is a quick peek at what we're seeing on the area cameras. Just we'll look at one in the Grand Forks zone here to show you that we do have still some haze and fog in the area, but it's not nearly as thick as it was earlier. Looking into Grand Forks, Fargo rather, things have cleared up substantially with regards to that. Still some wet streets, but temperatures, folks, are on their way down as a big time change is ensuing right now, and it has Pedro all shaky and bakey right now. Here's a look across Minnesota. The the fog advisory continues for the southeasternmost part of the state, including the Twin Cities. The rest of the region has seen it drop. Here is a look at some area cameras as we take a look at normal thoroughfares. Here's Barnesville on the interstate, and again, this camera showing that there is indeed some fog that's set up in that area to keep in mind. Fog also showing up on Interstate 94 a little bit farther off to the east out there as we approach the Evansville area. Now, for Alexandria, the Sauk Center, and St. Cloud, it's a little bit better with regards to the visibility there, and that's good news. So you're still going to run into some areas of patchy fog across the region, but not as widespread as before. Now, it has been very foggy in and around Frazee. Here is a look, and look at what we have flying through the atmosphere here. Those streaks, that's right, brief periods of freezing drizzle working its way across the region as well. That's a possibility. It's not even showing up on the old radar right now, so keep that in mind. Here's Highway 9 up near Beltrami. That looks pretty quiet, and that's at this time of the night. Looking way up north near Donaldson, conditions there have improved vastly as well, but watch for icy roads out across Minnesota as we head through the evening. There was measurable snow across South Dakota. A quick look showing snow-covered roads from the Black Hills through Mobridge, through Pierre, through Chamberlain, and even in the northeastern quadrant of the state, we do have some challenges with regards to the road conditions there, where this pinkish color is illustrative of some scattered ice and snow on area roads. Taking a look at Sisseton, the visibility is a little better. It's not perfect. And again, we're seeing those streaks working their way through where we get liquid in the clouds that either forms rime ice on ice crystals, and that's what fell today in the Fargo area, were some ice crystals that were just impressive and fantastic. Speaking of which, I want to take one moment and thank all of you for uploading your photos to hutchesweather.com. Check a couple of these out from those needles of ice that fell across the area today and how they formed. And you will see here in the Twin Valley area, unbelievable. Look at that. It's just absolutely fantastic. This is hoarfrost. It forms those spikes on there. That's just amazing, Melissa, for capturing that. Again, in the Twin Valley, Minnesota area. And another shot from Swift, Minnesota, showing very similar, very needly shaped ice forming. This is Brett's shot from Swift, and just stunning. You could probably shake that tree and it would just fall off as what would appear to be some snow. So thanks to all of you for uploading photos. Remember, you can upload yours as well. Now the forecast as we go through. I do think we'll have a chance for some areas of patchy fog, and it could be dense in places as a snow system exits through the central plains. There is this system is going to cause major weather concerns in the northeastern United States, the New New England states and parts of the Ohio River Valley as we go through New Year's Eve tomorrow night and into New Year's Day up in the New England states. So keep that in mind. For us, though, we have a north flow of wind that is ushering in drier air at the surface. The problem is there's still a lot of moisture in the air that we have, so it's just raising up the cloud base just a little bit out there. Still not recommended to be flying without instruments out there, or VFR not recommended. All right, now let's take a look at this forecast as we set things into motion, and we will look also at the fog forecast. But here is the snow system exiting the area. Let me pull out the model that goes out into your New Year's Eve. Now, this is going to wind out of the region. North winds will pick up, and here comes the cold air pushing in from northern and central parts of North Dakota. That's where it will be coldest and the best chance at seeing a little bit of clearing. That clearing could potentially move them to parts of northeast North Dakota as we go through your last day of the calendar year. Unbelievable. New Year's Eve day. Here's the cold air pushing its way southward. North winds will be brisk, over 20 miles per hour at times as we go through. I do think we'll have a chance for a shot of sloppy snow flakes as this system works through, meaning it's not going to be clear all the time for everybody. As cold air undercuts this humid air we have now, it's going to cause lifting and some snowflakes to form. Not showing up too well on this particular model. I'll show you one more here and see if it's showing a little bit of an action. There it is. Little on and off shots of light flurry activity will be a possibility as we go through our New Year's Eve day. But most importantly, north winds and falling temperatures will cause many of us to see some pretty significant wind chills as we go through New Year's Eve into New Year's Day. How low will they go? Well, here is a look at what I have for you as far as what I'm considering the wind chill indices to be on your New Year's Eve. So keep this in mind as you're out and celebrating. Bundle up. A few places could have wind gusts that cause those wind chills to be down near 20 below. So you'll want to bundle up in that 11 p.m. to midnight hour on New Year's Eve and New Year's morning. Near 10 below for many of us here in the Southern Valley will be possible, with a chance of snotsicles, I like to say, with that air that unbalmy and wildly cold. Your morning temperatures will be 18 in Fargo. I do not think we'll have widespread thick fog, but there will be dense fog in patchy locations across mainly Minnesota and the Southern Valley. Temperatures near 20 to start. The coldest air moving in from northwest and north central North Dakota, where we'll be near 10 degrees. Looking in Bemidji 21, 20 War Road, 16 degrees for you in Jamestown, and Valley City 18 with 16 in Devil's Lake to start your day. Winds picking up as we go through the day into your afternoon. I expect temperatures there to soar only to 20. That's from 18 to 20. And in fact, in the late evening hours, as we get ready for the big celebrations and we're heading out, the wind will be biting and it will be cold. So keep that in mind. 7-day planner looks like we really get cold. Gusts of wind on Wednesday and Thursday will keep us wind chilly. There will be a chance of frigid flurries each and every day as we go into the early part of the new year as waves of cold move in. The first wave brings us down into the single digits. The second wave brings us below zero by a long shot as we go through the weekend and into early next week. Pedro will be getting his flannel out, and so should you, Paul Bunyan. It's that time of the year. I'm meteorologist Hutch Johnson. Thanks for watching. Remember, you can upload your photos, get the latest road reports anytime, anywhere on hutchesweather.com. Thanks to all of you who have uploaded your pictures. Stay warm, stay safe, be smart on New Year's Eve. It's going to be cold outside, and travel with care. We'll keep you updated right here. You're watching Hutch's Weather.